my little book creator book, Hey Mom, a Mother's Day Memoir. One day, 25 years ago, Mr. Fisher and his friends got on a plane. They were traveling southwest from Ohio to Tijuana, Mexico. Mr. Fisher and his friends were excited to go on a big journey. They went to help people, to learn about Mexico, and to have fun. Where did Mr. Fisher and his friends go? Where did Mr. Fisher and his friends go? Tijuana, Mexico. What direction did they fly? It's probably best to put this in a complete sentence. They flew southwest. Why did they go? One student said, they like Mexico, they wanted to help people, and they wanted to learn about Mexico and have fun. It's a pretty good summary. Now, the trip happened 25 years ago. Mr. Fisher is 49 years old now. How old was he when he went on his trip? How can you figure this out? Add? No, that would make a bigger number. Subtract? Yeah, that sounds about right. Because we're looking for a smaller number. And we're looking for the difference between now and 25 years ago. Certainly we're not going to multiply. So we're going to subtract. So let's see. I'm 49 now. Since we're talking about a time in the past, we're going to subtract 25 years. And I've seen a lot of you do this. You solved it really well. And you ended up with, I was 24. And we want to say what unit of measurement. So, years old. There we go. Lots of ways to solve this. Number lines, blocks, all kinds of ways. At the school, they played with children. Some of the kids had a mix of Spanish and English. That's important. The little kids on the swings would call to Mr. Fisher and his friends, "Púchame, púchame." Other kids could do cool tricks or shoot baskets. They would cry out, still in Spanglish, "Watchame, watchame," until everyone was looking at them. Sometimes the kids would ask for help. This time they went with good old-fashioned Spanish. "Ayúdame, ayúdame." How did Mr. Fisher and his friends have fun with the kids? If I remember well, and I look back at the passage, I think we saw the kids on the swings, shooting baskets, so that would mean basketball, and cool tricks, like jumping or flipping. What was unique or special about the way the kids talked to Mr. Fisher and his friends? Well, words like púchame and watchame are not exactly Spanish and they're not exactly English. So it was a mix Spanish and English. Many people call that Spanglish. I like to call it Inglés Español. Why do you think the kids talk this way? Well, no, there are lots of possible reasons. But if you look back on the map, you'll note how close Tijuana is to the United States. And so I think it's because their home is so close to the United States. But many other answers would be fine. Now, this is a very personal question. Do you ever do anything like this when you talk? Since you're learning English and you speak another language or more, do you ever mix up words? I do. When and of course you'd answer this your own way. Now, Mr. Fisher and his friends enjoyed the street food, great local meals sold in small carts out in the city. He loved the delicious food. He loved the food. It was delicious. He also discovered some new things, like jarritos and cilantro. What are some of the new flavors Mr. Fisher discovered in Mexico? Well, you might say street food. You could definitely say he enjoyed drinking jarritos. And he loved the flavor of cilantro in his food. Now, tell about a food you love. And of course, everybody's answer will be different here. I really enjoy, or I really love, or I really like, and tell us the food. And finally, tell about a food you are afraid to try. Oops, excuse me. I've never tried and of course you might tell us whether you would try it or not, because maybe you won't want to try it, but maybe you should. But that wasn't the best part of his trip. No, sir. The best part was one night, very, very late, he heard singing outside in the street. The music of guitars and the voices of men and women, boys and girls. And what were they singing about? To whom were they singing? Mamá, madre, mommy. As it turns out, the week he and his friends were there was the week of Mexico's Dia de la Madre, Mexican Mother's Day, el 10 de mayo, May 10th. So, to celebrate, the sons and daughters of Tijuana, Mexico came out, walked the city in groups, and serenaded their moms. That means they stood outside their homes and sang to them. For hours and hours, the little kids and the big kids walked the street from house to house, singing songs of love to their moms. What a tradition. Now on page 10, you can use this page to tell about the special thing that happened that night. Tell about the music he heard, who was singing, and why. So, as Mr. Fisher and his friends flew home from Mexico to Ohio, they talked about their many great memories in Mexico. The kids, the food, the new friends they made. But the one thing Mr. Fisher still talks about was that night in May when all the children of Tijuana celebrated their moms in song. The end. But wait, don't go anywhere. Your turn. Page 12 is where you can show or write or tell about ways you and your family celebrate your mom, your aunts, your grandmothers, or other special women. Don't forget Dad. June 19th is Father's Day this year. How will you celebrate? How will you and your family celebrate your dad, your uncles, your grandfathers, or other special men? Thanks for listening to Hey Mom, a Mother's Day memoir. And if you haven't had a chance to do your answers, I'd really love to see them, especially the personal ones. Your favorite foods you're afraid to try. The story of how I discovered Mexican Mother's Day. And of course, ways that you celebrate your mom and your dad. And all those other wonderful grown-ups in your life. Have a great day. Bye-bye.